Hi everyone, my name is Keith Brooks and this is Brooks Channel, and for today's video, we're going to be talking some more about my Outcasts series. More specifically, the bios that I've started writing for some of the characters. Now, when I was finishing up the novel version for the first few arcs in the series, I still had some pages left in the book that I was writing it in, and I wanted to put those pages to use. So I decided to start writing some bios for a few of the characters. Some of the key ones. Yeah, my inspiration for this actually came from the Batman Arkham games. Yeah, I showed myself unboxing the trilogy for my Nintendo Switch late last year. And in the game, you can unlock different bios for some of the key characters in the games. And it gave me the idea to do that for the characters in this book. Right now, I have the bios set up for the 6 main protagonists. Basically, some basic information on them. And we're going to be checking those out today. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, now, it will be going in order of when the main characters first appear, or introduced. Alright, for our first one, we have our first protagonist, Joey Knight. Now, at the start of the series, more specifically the arc after the prologue, he is 15 years old and is a member of Team Outcasts. Yeah, that's the name they go for later on in the series. Bit of a spoiler right there. Yeah. And his home was the town of Highmore in the South region of the United Regions, or the UR for short. The type of ability he has is unknown. It's one of the big mysteries of the series, and one of his main goals is trying to figure out what they are, what he can do with them, and if anyone else has those kind of powers. Yeah. Now, at the start, he's around 5 feet 5 inches and around 112 pounds. Yeah, so he's a bit on the small side. Yep, he has brown hair and brown eyes. And his first appearance for whenever the comics get set up, assuming I can do that, will be in Outcasts #1. Yeah. Yeah, the bios here are pretty simple. I'm not good at drawing people, otherwise I would have did a little sketch of him. But, yeah, this is his basic information. Alright, now, going over to the next page, we have our second outcast, Mitch Mason. And he starts out at 16 years old and is the leader of Team Outcasts. Yeah, kind of like the unofficial leader, because he's the one that always tends to take charge and comes up with plans for whatever situations they're in. And he is also from Highmore. Yeah, same as Joey, along with the other two. And his ability type is normal, meaning he has no powers. Yeah, he relies on guns and his fists to fight. Now, he has dark green eyes and red hair. That is around 6 feet and around 145 pounds. Yeah, he has maybe just enough muscle on him to show that he lifts. Yeah, works out a decent amount. And like Joey, he also would appear in the first issue of Outcasts. Yeah, because that's when they both first meet. Alright, now let's move on. Gotta turn the page for this one. Alright, now for #3, we have the team's main power fighter, Jay Michaels, the chef in training. Yeah, and he is 16 years old at the start, same as Mitch. Yep, and his occupation is both a chef in training and member of Team Outcasts. And just like the others, his home is in Highmore, in the south region of the UR. His ability type is superhuman. Yep, he has strength, which is what's called D grade. Yeah, because a lot of the superhuman traits have their own grading system, with ranging from E, which is the weakest, about 3 times what the average human is capable of, all the way up to A, which can be around 10 times what they're capable of. Yeah. Now, as for D grade, that's like 4 to 5 times what the average human's capable of. So he's somewhere around that department. And he also has his trait boosts, which enhances his strength and other physical skills, depending on what he eats and drinks. Like, meat gives him a bit of a boost to his strength, and drinking milk can put special armor coating on his bones to make him more resistant to pain and injury. Eating or drinking sugary stuff can make him move faster, though when that wears off, it makes him slow and sluggish for twice as long. He can also see further and almost perfect in the dark when he eats carrots. And drinking water, clean or purified, he can use that to heal minor wounds and get poisonous and toxic stuff out of his body. Those are just the ones I've come up with so far. Yeah, at the start he can do one at a time for about 5 minutes. Yeah, it gets more as he goes on. Anyway, back to the bio. He starts off at about 5'10" and around 236 pounds. He's a bit on the heavy side. And he has dark blue eyes and black hair. And he would first appear in Outcasts number 2. Yep. Okay. Moving right along now, we have the magic user of the team, Woody Johnson Jr. He starts out at 14 years old. His occupation is a mage in training and member of Team Outcasts. His home is in Highmore like the other 3. And his ability type is mana, so magic. And he can use all 8 elements that come from it. That would be earth, fire, wind, water, lightning, ice, light, and dark. Yeah, mages in the world of Outcasts can learn any of the 8 elements, but most specialize in like 1 or 2. The ones who can do more than that tend to be the more gifted ones, like Woody and his dad. Yeah, I'll show more of that over time, starting in the next novel. Yep, and he has hazel eyes, black hair. He's about 4.5 feet tall, so he's a bit on the short side, and he weighs about 110 pounds. His first appearance would be in Outcasts number 3, which would be the end of the prologue. Okay, now, we got 2 more bios left. Let's check them out. Right. Now, for our 5th Outcast, we have our leading lady, Beth Sawyer. She is 14 years old at the start, and occupation is a student of the Dawn Martial Arts Academy, first year. Yeah, she isn't an official member of Team Outcast yet. That'll come later in the story. Her home is the Martial Arts Academy, which is in the east region of the UR. Her ability type is Chi, which she hasn't unlocked yet. It's kind of her handicap right now. Yep. Now, her height is around 5'7". She's about 124 pounds. She has light green eyes and light blonde hair. Her first appearance would be in Outcasts number 7, which would be the start of the 2nd official arc of the series. Yeah. And now, for our final Outcast, we have Darren Stone. Yep, the other power fighter of the group, along with Jay. He starts out at 15 years old. His occupation is a wanderer, since he has no home to go to right now, after the events of his backstory. Yeah, his home before that was Ravens Point in the west region of the UR. Now, currently, he's mobile. His ability type is superhuman. He has strength, durability, and jumping, all at B grade, so the 2nd highest. So he'd be pretty strong. Yep. He also has blue eyes, black hair, is 6.5 feet tall, and is around 230 pounds. Yep, he's pretty ripped. And his first appearance would be in Outcasts number 10, the start of the 3rd arc. And yeah, that's all the bios that I have so far. Wanted to focus on the main protagonists first. I might do some for some of the other key characters in the book, like Woody's dad, Jay's teacher, the headmaster of the academy, Beth's one friend there and her school bully. Yeah, at least how they are so far. Yeah, all the characters will change up over time. They might get taller, their weight might change. Yeah, they'll gain some new skills, some new abilities, things like that. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this time. I'll try to work on that when I can think of what I want to put. I've also started working on the second Outcast novel recently, working on the introduction now. And once I have enough progress made, I'll post it on the community section of the channel. And I hope you look forward to all of it. And yeah, not much else to say, so I'm just gonna end the video here. And as always, please let me know your thoughts about this war in the comments. And with that, I will see you all in the next video. Bye.